cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I flex with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge-ito you're not finna get in nobody's college-ito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Rapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. And you got young Ant Jefe tapping in and discuss Compton Ricc Rocc, who has some things to say about his fade with WACK100. We finna get into this conversation. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Got about the fade, and then he went ahead to talk about how he feel about fades. And being that I was listening to this content, I'm like, man, Ricc Rocc on some bull-ish. So I had to call that out, man. Now I'm gonna say this, man. Compton Ricc Rocc, I know you watching like everybody else watching in this content space. And you may have a lot of things on your plate, you know what I'm saying? And I know how thoughts, you know what I'm saying, filter in and filter out. But I'm kind of finding it hard to believe that you forgot about me saying something about a fade to WACK100, because last week we was on No Jumper Tuesday show and WACK100 that called in, he was talking to Adam 22 about this Ruger guy and Blueface getting down, but I wasn't too hip on everything that was going on. I was lost in the sauce. All I heard was fade. So from that conversation, I tell Adam, hey, let me say something to dude. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Can we get that fade? He like, yeah, man, say less. You know what I'm saying? We can get it in No Jumper Alley or whatever. You know what day I be up here, blah, blah, right? So from there, Compton Ricc Rocc dropped some content. He was watching No Jumper that day, and he was the first one to drop some content, and that content went and said that young Ant Jefe finally calls WACK100 out. But, you know, I don't know where Ricc Rocc had been before then, because I had been offered the fade or whatever the case may be. That wasn't my first time saying anything about it. But I know, even as content creators, we do miss out on a lot of stuff. But I just find this one kind of hard to believe. Because, again, yesterday, before I even got to the content, Compton Ricc Rocc was talking about a fade again. Now,
So basically, Compton Ricc Rocc is a flu flammer, a skull dugger, and a larcener. Got it.
To get into this content, man.
Now, if y'all want to see what Compton Ricc Rocc had to say, go back and watch my last video. I don't want to watch that again. I'm just here more so to see what young Ant has to say. So we're going to fast forward through Compton Ricc Rocc and keep it about what young Ant is talking about.
About how Compton Ricc Rocc feel about fades and about this WACK100 and my fade. And you already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
So again, we about to skip past.
All right, so let's get to it. So Compton Ricc Rocc basically, like, you know, he forgot about the fade or whatever. We already discussed that. So he basically from there say, yeah, everybody would have liked to see it if it could happen or whatever the case may be. But he say, man, where do this fade talk come from anyway? Where do people get this fade talk from? And people get this fade talk from where we come from the streets, from the urban lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? People ain't always been using guns, and guns is not always the outsource. Guns are not always the outsource, although people try to make them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, and both these guys, Compton Ricc Rocc and WACK100, are both older than me. Before I ever touched any weapon or anything, the first thing I learned how to do was this. My older brothers, which are like they age, made sure I squabbled up. I got it in with whoever on the block, dudes dudes my age and dudes older. That's where that come from. Now, when dudes want to up the ante or don't really want to get into no physical altercations, that's when dudes usually come with the "I'll shoot you down, bang bang" situation. Or, you know,
if you got a daddy in your life, a big brother, somebody like a male in your life, the first thing you learn how to do is use your hands. So I'm not sure why Compton Ricc Rocc doesn't understand that concept. Considering the fact that he's called people out for fights, yeah, he takes it back behind the scenes, but he calls people out for fights.
Is a rival of yours, you know. Now, rivals, if we enemies and stuff like that, you know, it ain't no, hey, bro, let's get down. You know, you can give it to a dude, but more than likely, dudes are trying to eliminate you because there's been bloodshed. If there ain't been no bloodshed, what's wrong with a fade? Definitely when you talking disrespectful and talking crazy and out the side of your a-hole in or mouth. I've seen dudes talk about fades. I've seen Compton Ricc Rocc talk about fades. I've seen Compton Ricc Rocc question why dudes are not fading. Why is a lot of talk on social media and dudes ain't doing no squabbling.
So Compton Ricc Rocc basically is a contradicting hypocrite, low-key.
But that's what I'm saying. Some days we wake up on the wrong side of the bed or different side of the beds and we feel different and or indifferent. Because now, got Compton Ricc Rocc doubling down in a different direction, talking about, look, man, we 30, 40 years old. Ain't nobody trying to be walking around like Crip Mac with their teeth knocked out. And that's correct. Don't nobody want their teeth knocked out. Or, you know what I'm saying? I can say I feel the same as a lot of other people. Like, if you knock my teeth out, it's going to be this or be that. Well, it depends on how the situation happens. Like, hey, if you dope somebody and knock something out or knock them out, then that's different. But if you want to do agree to a squabble and stuff happen, it happens. You shouldn't be hopping out there, and that's why dudes should stay up in their lane. You feel me? But, you know, with disrespect, it's broader, you know what I'm saying? Disrespect out. That's just how it's going to go. But that's where the fades come from. You know what I'm saying? I know Compton Ricc Rocc know that, but hey, you know what I'm saying? These days, people want to play with the blicky sticky, and that's also an option as well. But we about to get into the rest of this content, and y'all already know it's the halfway.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. We're going to go back to Young.
All right, and just like that situation he described and talking about right there, that's the Rich Trapper and TF Third situation at Marathon Grand Opening in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, that was a situation that could have got underway because both of these dudes had problems with each other. Nothing popped off, but you had Rich Trapper with his camera out. He was saying things as TF Third plan and stuff like that. Nothing ever happened. But being in this situation, nothing didn't pop off. Compton Ricc Rocc is basically saying that being that these dudes was woofing and into it with each other, it should have went up regardless of where you was at.
So Compton Ricc Rocc is pretty much a huge hypocrite. So when it comes to him doing something or him getting active or him moving around, is nobody should do nothing. When it comes to WACK doing something, really more so than anything, is nobody should do nothing. But when it's somebody else, somebody should do something. So Compton Ricc Rocc really doesn't know whether he's coming or whether he's going.
And he gives, his assessment of things that have happened in the past, or, you know, how you may act in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody in church or see somebody else where you getting cracking and getting off. But we have seen that the streets is a different game. And that's what people pick and choose. Because just like Ricc Rocc said like this. So he said this, right? If it's not serious enough for you to crash out and go all the way, and I guess that means knock somebody off, then leave the situation alone. Don't even try to get no fade or none of that. If you ain't willing to down nobody behind it, you shouldn't be trying to get no fade. And you know, that's, you know, whatever, you know, that ain't no rule that's set in stone, you know. People play by different rules. You know, you got some people that'll go imano on you, with you on some mad stuff, and then I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times when weapons get introduced to situations is usually when dudes know that they're going to lose, or dudes are frightened or fear something. Like, yeah, the weapon is for protection. And I get down with somebody quick, cold, in a heartbeat. And even at this age, like, I'm not old. I don't feel old. And, you know what I'm saying? Being, you know what I'm saying, in my mid-30s, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel old. But I understand I'm not young no more, and you know, at them younger ages you can withstand certain, you know what I'm saying, injuries and things, and certain people don't want to be out here just fighting. But that's why you shouldn't be out here, certain people shouldn't be out here playing certain games and disrespecting people.
That's the thing too. Yeah, you shouldn't be out here acting like you want to fight or get down with somebody, or acting as if you want to have a problem with somebody just to pull the whole I don't want to fight, I'm too old to fight. Then if that's the case, be too old to argue and play.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy, like ain't nobody scared to use no weapon. It'd be funny when dudes think because they got money or they got weapons that they got an upper hand. Like, it's the saying goes, they didn't make weapons when they stopped making yours. It's like whoever got the upper, who got the jump. You know what I'm saying? All type of people get hit that got money or think that they got bigger status than other people. You know what I'm saying? It's the element of surprise, and people keep on getting surprised out here. But yeah, so it's just like picking and choosing, because it's just like you out here being on that, and then when you go to jail, you gotta fight, or you made to fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. You ain't got the knife, saying, "Oh, I'm going all the way." You know what I'm saying? I got the knife, I'm going all the way. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't no fighting, I'm just using that knife, because dudes in that thing, oh man, put that knife down, ain't gonna make you fight, or they gonna put the knife on you. So it's just like, man, tomato, man, it's where you at, man. That, you know what I'm saying? It's where you at, what pressure you under, if you can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, and that's what's going on in society, because dudes pick and choose. I've seen dudes a lot of time.
Apologies, y'all. My video, my phone died in the middle of me responding to, reacting to DJ Young Ant Jefe. My phone died in responding. My phone shit died. But finally, we gonna keep going. My bad. Keep going.
But that's why you should.
My phone died while I was reacting to Young Ant Jefe. That's what I was trying to say.
Be out here, certain people shouldn't be out here playing certain games and disrespecting people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy, like ain't nobody scared to use no weapon. It'd be funny when dudes think because they got money or they got weapons that they got an upper hand. Like, it's the saying goes, they didn't make weapons when they stopped making yours. It's like whoever got the upper.
They didn't stop making weapons when they stopped making yours. They didn't make weapons when they stopped making yours. Got it backwards. They didn't stop making weapons when they made yours. Don't worry about it. Phrases is hard.
Got the jump, you know what I'm saying? All type of people get hit that got money or think that they got bigger status than other people, you know what I'm saying? It's the element of surprise, and people keep on getting surprised out here. But yeah, so it's just like picking and choosing, because it's just like you out here being on that, and then when you go to jail, you gotta fight, or you made to fight, you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. You ain't got the knife, saying, "Oh, I'm going all the way." You know what I'm saying? I got the knife, I'm going all the way. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't no fighting, I'm just using that knife, because dudes in that thing, oh man, put that knife down, ain't gonna make you fight, or they gonna put the knife on you. So it's just like, man, tomato, man, it's where you at, man. That, you know what I'm saying? It's where you at, what pressure you under, if you can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, and that's what's going on in society, because dudes pick and choose. I've seen dudes a lot of time call people out that they know they got to win with, or they feel they got to win with. Then with dudes, are they equal or surpass them? It's, oh yeah, we can do this, and then they want to bring other people into it and stuff like that. So that's why, man, you know, I just sit back and laugh, and I know what's social media and I know what's reality. You know what I'm saying? And some people try to merge the two. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, that's just something, you know, I wanted to.
So make sure y'all give Young Ant Jefe a like, comment, subscribe for everything he has going on. That's his response to Compton Ricc Rocc. We about to the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We go.
Man, protest the ass, man. We on the ass, protest the ass at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Think I'm outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Niggas hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.